Good day, everyone. My name is Ronnie Cast, and welcome to our podcast. So, our topic for today is about online lending application issues and harassment. So, I will be sharing with you my personal experiences and the masalimuot na karanasan with the OLA collectors. No? So, our objective for today is sharing the learnings. No? Gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo kung ano yung mga natutunan base sa mga kaganapan na nangyari. And second is we'll be providing you with tips on how to engage with these OLA collectors if already na nakapangutan na kayo. So again, for the first top tips natin, if you have not started yet with the OLA, so strongly suggest that you find an alternative um, in gaining funds for you, no? So hindi siya advisable to to engage with the online lending applications or OLA. So again, later on, ma malulugmok kayo. Ito kasi is parang bait lang para kayo maengganyo at later on hindi nyo malalaman may tinatawag tayong tackle system para lang ma-provide niyo or ma-settle niyo yung naunang um, OLA applications niyo. So, yun yung pinakamasahol o yung pinaka um, consequences na pwedeng mangyari sa. So again, um, number two, if no option talaga kayo, make sure that you are ready to face the consequences or ready to face ano yung pagkatapos na pwedeng mangyari. So, sinasabi ko lang sa inyo, haharasin nila kayo. So, even actually hindi pa due, a day before, magsisimula na yung magtawag. So, ando dun yung reminder or bibigyan kayo ng mga promo. If you pay today, you will be automatically be given up to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 loan. Pero don't don't get on dun sa pain na yon kasi hindi yan totoo. No? So walang ganun. Walang ganun, Mars, no? So yun yung pinaka um, way nila para ma-engage ka pa rin sa kanila. Kasi if you're going to look at it, yung pinaka charges pa lang, lugi na kayo. So let's say, your 3,000, you wanted to borrow 3,000 pesos. Ang darating lang sa inyo is around 1,700. So almost half of the amount, no? So pero, akala mo nakalagay doon 90 days. Hindi. Within 7 days. Pero technically, if you're going to look at the dates, only 6 days lang yan. Kasi binibilang nila until yung from the day to day. Kahit na nanghiram ka or nag-engage ka sa kanila ng 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening, 10 in the evening, 11 in the evening, counted as one na yun, one day. Diba? So, lugi ka. And then, on the 6th day, so including 6 days, or let's say kahapon, so magbibilang ka ng today is 1, hanggang 6th day, sisingilin ka nila. So, prior to that one, naniningila sila. Pero on the day itself, kukulitin ka nila as early as 7 in the morning. Magre-remind pa yan sa'yo na may cut-off sila hanggang 10 o'clock. Diba? So, parang, hello, anong nangyari doon sa hindi mo na-enjoy yung binayaran mo na the number of days kasi sinasabi na sa'yo, nagkakaroon ng interest siya on a daily basis. Diba? So, yung 90 days na sinasabi nila, o the 6th day, so kailangan mo lang isettle, no? Pero on the 90th day, lalabas doon meron ka pang 20 pesos, 14 pesos na kailangan bayaran. Pero, i-waive nila yon pag nagbayad ka on time. So again, very misleading. Yun pa lang, alam mo ng scam. Diba? So, hindi siya tunay na 90 days, 60 days, no? Walang ganun, 7 days. And on your first loan, no? Hindi yan nakalagay doon 20, 25K, 30K, hindi yan. So usually uh, 1,000 pesos lang yan, no? So I remember my first one was Manican. So I tried it kasi wala lang. So I was waiting for a friend. So nilalaro ko lang yung cellphone, and then nakita ko siya. So sabi ko, sige nga, let's try kung, kasi ang daming app eh. So whenever ang daming ads, no? Whenever you open a game, no? So ando doon yan, mayat. When you open your social media, ando doon yan, mayat. Sa YouTube, yan, sa Facebook, lalo na sa Facebook, ang dami yan. So sasabihin niya, nung click ko, so lumabas doon, you're eligible for a 600 pesos. And you need to pay that one for 7 days. So, yun pa lang, di ba? Parang, hello. Pero, ang nakuha ko lang doon is nasa around 390. Diba? So, for 600, 390 lang ibibigay niya sa'yo. Pero after 7 days, kailangan mong ibalik yung 600 pesos. Diba? So, nadismaya naman ako doon. So, what I did, after a few minutes, so binalik ko rin. So, again, nalugi na kagad ako. Diba? So, binayaran ko ng 600. But, makita ko, binigyan niya ako na ulit agad ng 3,000 pesos. So, syempre, ando doon na engganyo kaya. So, yun yung kanilang bait. Pero, wag nila lang, if you are thinking na, sige, baka pwede, ako, wag, as early as now, sinasabi so kaya sa inyo na huwag nyo na siyang patulan. So, malulugmok lang kayo. So, yun. Then, if nandun na talaga kayo, kasi ang gagawin nila sa iyo, lalo na yung mga common, yung pinaka super loan shark, nako, ang gagawin niya sa inyo is iinganyo nila kayo. Mayat mag-a-ads yan. Hindi ka nila tatantanan until sa pag nandoon na kayo, naka-borrow na kayo, doon na lalabas yung kalbaryo ninyo. So, ang daming pananakot, no? Pero again, when you apply to that one, bakit sila nakakuha ng information? Kasi when we apply, doon pa lang hinihinga nila kayo ng permission. So makikita niyo doon, permission if we can access your location. So siguro sabi mo, sige, wala namang mahiya. So, okay, permission to access your phone book. Sige, yan. Doon pa lang, kinukuha na nila lahat ng information. So, on a succeeding podcast natin, we'll tackle kung paano natin siyang malulusutan or paano natin sila hindi nila makuha yung those information. But for now, let's stick to that aspect na whenever na mag-apply ka, you have already given them your permission to access whatever is in your phone. So, location, your phone book, your media, so meaning pati yung mga pictures, ina-access yan, yung SMS, lahat ng mga nag-text mo sa inyo, so na-expose na yon. So, again, dun pa lang, talo ka na. So, sasabihin mo, hindi, wala naman akong naging puhunan, or naging parang kapalit ng money na that I have requested. Wala kang inilabas na mga items or let's say ORCR ng iyong sasakyan or ng titulo ng lupa or any gadgets that you have, pero ang binigay mo sa kanila is yung pinakamahalagang information, which is your database. Lahat ng information na nasa cellphone mo, nakuha nila. So, yun yung masakit. Kasi later on, yun yung gagamitin nila sa atin panlaban. So, if hindi na sila makasingil, walang problema kung nakakabayad ka. Pero, if ito yung kasi nagiging madalas na naging resulta ng mga nagpupunta sa OLA. is ginagawa nila yung topple system. Akala nila, at first ako rin akala ko, okay, ang galing na nasa-settle ko yung iba pero nakakapagdagdag ako. So meaning naaayos ko, no? Pero eventually, mapapansin mo na lang yung dalawa, nagiging 5, nagiging 10, nagiging 20 na yung mga ola na ini-engage ninyo. And all of them are accessing the vital information na meron ka. Kasi part yun ng requirement, ma-access na yung cellphone mo, magpapadala ka pa ng ID, and then your selfie, kuminsan may mga ganon. So, yun, binigyan mo na sa kanilang information. At, ang worst case pa nito is pwede nilang gamitin yon para mapangloko ng iba. Paano nila gagawin yon? So, ang gagawin nila, kukuha sila ng bagong SIM card, i-register nila under your name. Kasi meron na silang information about you at meron na silang mga ID, which is usually yun a requirement naman ng mga telco natin. So, binigyan mo na sila ngayon ng mga bala para makapanloko ng iba. So, sad part, no? Pero, ando na tayo. So, kailangan na lang, if you have already engaged with them, tatagan mo lang yung loob mo. Kasi alam mo na kaharasin ka lang. So, may ways naman yan. So, pero tataklakayin natin yan sa next podcast. Pero for now, ang pinaka-preview lang natin is if you're already engaged with them, make sure na yung social media ninyo are already in private. So, lahat, Facebook, Instagram, lahat ng pwede nilang ma-search about your name, kailangan nyo ng i-private. Secondly, since nakuha na nila yung mga information na meron kayo, so yung mga numbers, no, ng mga friends ninyo, relatives, even office mates, lahat ng mga kakilala meron ka, na-broadcast na nila. So, hindi yan nila ginagawa isa-isa, ha. It's a application din sa kanila na isang click lang, send to all na yan. So, again, hindi lang ikaw ang pinapadala nila. So, kaya mapapansin mo, kadalasan, lahat ng mga generic at ayaw nilang banggitin yung kanilang company name. So, marami tayong pwede pang pag-usapan. So, yun lang. Make sure. So, ang kailangan mo lang gawin on that one is inform mo na lang yung mga friends mo na that you have been scammed or naloko ka. So, well, which is totoo naman, no? Yun yung isa-unahan mo na sila. And then second, yun nga, yung first is that one. Second is you make all your social media in private. And then, sa phone mo, kailangan mo lang silang i-block, no? Para hindi na sila makapanggulo kasi sobrang ma-stress ka. Lalo na on the first few weeks, talagang ida-down ka nila. Lahat ng pwedeng lang sabihin sa'yo na akala mo yung buong pagkatao mo, binili na nila. So, yun. And then, after you block all those things, make sure na you don't give permission. So, tatalakayin natin sa next podcast natin. So, paano yun hindi sila mabigyan ng permission to further access kung ano yung meron sila. Pero, again, since na-access nila, meron na yan. Pero, just to make sure lang, or, para hindi na talaga ma-access pa kung ano man yung mga future na ilalagay natin dyan. Iba-block na natin sila. We don't give permission to that one. Which is tatalakayin natin yan on the next podcast natin. So again, my name is Ronnie Cast and maraming salamat sa pakikinig. And this is again my first time to this podcast. But sa mga succeeding natin, we will make sure that we will give you ample information kung paano natin ito lalabanan. So, yung mga OLA issues natin and harassments. So, again, thank you very much, everyone. And I would like to ask you if you help others by subscribing to our channel and share this one and like. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a nice day.